The hospital room was quiet, too quiet. Machines beeped softly in the background, each sound echoing the fragile rhythm of a fading life. Dr. Ayaan Malik stood by the bedside of his patient, 82-year-old Mrs. Eleanor Hayes, a woman who had lived through wars, heartbreak, and miracles. But tonight, she wasn't afraid. She looked peaceful, her frail hands clasped over her chest, eyes fixed on something or someone that Ayaan couldn't see. "Doctor," she whispered faintly, "he's here." Ayaan frowned, checking the monitors. "Who's here, Mrs. Hayes?" Her lips trembled into a soft smile. "My James. He's been waiting all these years. I told him I'd come when it was time." Before Ayaan could respond, the heart monitor let out a long, steady tone. She was gone. It wasn't the first time he'd heard something like this. Patients on the edge of death often spoke of seeing loved ones, light, or warmth, but this time, something felt different. There was no fear, no struggle. Just acceptance. Almost as if her soul knew it was time. That night, Ayaan sat alone in his office, staring at her file. He'd seen death countless times, yet it always left him questioning. How did they know? How did their eyes suddenly fill with peace before they took their last breath? His thoughts drifted back to his own loss, his younger sister, Amina. She was only 19 when she died in a car accident 5 years ago. The night before her death, she had called him, unusually calm. "Ayaan," she had said, "don't work late tomorrow, okay? Go home early and look at the stars for me." He hadn't understood what she meant. But when the police called the next evening, his world shattered. Ever since then, that sentence haunted him, like she had known her soul's time had come. Weeks passed, and Ayaan began to keep a quiet journal, noting each patient who spoke strange, peaceful words before death. He noticed patterns, dreams of light, conversations with departed loved ones, even a sudden burst of energy right before the final moment. Then came a new patient, Laura Bennett, a young woman in her 30s with terminal cancer. She had only a few weeks left, but her spirit glowed brighter than anyone he'd met. "Death doesn't scare me, doctor," she said one afternoon, gazing out the window. "I used to be terrified, but then I had this dream. My mom was there, standing in a field of light. She told me, 'You'll understand soon. The soul never dies, it just remembers where it came from.'" Her words sent shivers down Ayaan's spine. She continued softly, "I think our souls choose when it's time to go home. When we've learned what we came here to learn." Over the next days, Ayaan grew close to Laura. She spoke about her life, her regrets, and her acceptance. She told him how, after her diagnosis, she stopped asking why me and started asking what is this teaching me. One evening, she asked him, "Doctor, do you believe in the soul?" He hesitated. "I believe in science," he said. She smiled. "Science is just the language of the universe. The soul is the meaning behind it." Those words stayed with him. As her final days approached, Ayaan noticed something remarkable. Laura began to glow, not physically, but in spirit. She laughed more, comforted other patients, and even thanked the nurses for everything. She told Ayaan that she had written a letter for her family, and one for him. The morning she passed away, Ayaan walked into her room just as the sun rose. She was weak, but her eyes were bright. "Doctor," she whispered, "don't be sad. The soul doesn't end, it transforms. Tell my family I'm home." Her breath softened. The monitor flatlined. But Ayaan didn't feel grief this time. Instead, he felt something impossible to explain, a warmth, a calm presence, almost as if her energy still lingered. Later, he opened her letter. It read, "Dear Dr. Malik, if you're reading this, it means I've gone where we all eventually go, back to the light. You helped me see that even science has a soul. When you look at the stars tonight, remember that every one of them is a reminder of those who've gone before us. The body dies, but love doesn't. That's how we know the soul is eternal. Thank you for helping me find peace. And Ayaan, forgive yourself. Amina didn't leave you. She's just waiting, like James waited for Eleanor. When it's your time, you'll understand." Tears filled his eyes. It was as if she had known everything. That night, for the first time in years, Ayaan drove outside the city and looked up at the stars, just like his sister had told him. the sky shimmered with infinite light. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Amina, can you hear me?" And then, in the stillness of the night, he felt it, a soft warmth on his shoulder, a familiar peace washing over him. A voice, barely audible but real, whispered, "I never left." The truth hit him, the soul knows when it's time. It doesn't fear death, it embraces it, because it understands that death is not an ending, but a return. From that day forward, Dr. Ayaan changed the way he practiced medicine. He began speaking gently to those on their deathbeds, reminding them they weren't alone. Family said they could feel peace in his presence, as if he carried light with him. Years later, when Ayaan himself grew old and frail, he sat by the window, watching the sunset. He smiled, whispering softly, "It's time." And as his last breath left his body, those around him swore they saw his face glow with the same peace that had once touched his patients. Because the soul always knows. Message. Death isn't the end, it's the soul's way of going home. Every goodbye on earth is a hello in eternity.